Before that, we need to understand this radical, right? So the way that is written is like this, right? Something like that, right? And you have a number. Now this line, what that means is, this is, we have a number 2 here. Number 2, that is not written. So we don't write that number 2 here. But if it's not written, it's number 2. That is, we call it half. Okay? Now this one, radicals, right? Radicals, and I'm going to show you some of those. So make sure that we understand these numbers, right? So this one I'm going to show you next unit, detail. But let's see, we have a root, let's say, we can say root 3 times root 3. What do you think? The answer. If you have a same root, right? Make sure that if you multiply root x with root x, you get x back. So that means if you multiply this root 3 by root 3, your answer is 3. Okay? So we need to know that. So that means root x times root x, right? If you see two roots same next to each other, you have it's become, the root will cancel out, right? And we will understand later on why that is cancelling out, right? The reason why it's cancelling out is, I told you that this is root 3 mean 3 to the power half, right? And this root 3 mean 3 to the power half. Now if you two exponent are multiplied, you add the exponent, that is 3 to the power half plus half, that is 3 to the power 1. So root 3 times root 3 is 3 to the power 1. So for now, you memorize this. Okay, for now. Later on we are going to use this one. For this unit, you memorize this. That means if you multiply two roots, the root will cancel. Okay, that's what we memorize for now. Say root 32. Right? Root 32. The question is, simplify that. Now root 32, we need to search a number here in this root, a number that can fit into this 32, but number has to be the maximum number. See, the 4 is also part of that. Then 32 can be divided by 4, right? What about 9? 9 can be divided? No. Next one is 16. Can be divided, right? So the 32 can be divided by this, and we take the biggest one. And we write this 16 times 2. Now 16 times 2 is root 16 times root 2. Right? Now what is root 16? That is 4. So there. You write here 4. Then times 2 we write like this. Now this equal to this. That is your task on this section. You have to simplify by this. Okay? Let's try one more. 245. Now the question is, we need to find a number that can be divided by here. Some of those numbers can be divided. I don't know which one. So in order to find 245, we know we cannot divide by these one. These all are even digit number, so we cannot divide by even. It should be odd number. So what about 9? So it can be divided by 9, divided by 9. No, I got decimal. But divided by 25 won't be, right? 25. What about 49? So 245 divided by 49, I got 5. So then I need to write, we found it, this can be divided by this can be written 49 times, 49 times 5 is 245. That what number we figure out is just not random number you multiply. Don't write random number. The number has to be in this one, this selection. These are the only number that you can select. Either 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. Then this equal to 49 times 5. 49 is 7. Therefore, this is 7 root 5. Answer is 7 root 5. You need to simplify from there to there. That is your task on this section. That first radical expression. Okay, let's try the question number 1a. 1a 3 root 12. Right? Now, if you look at the 12, 12 can be divided by 4. That's it. That's the smallest one. Right? That is the smallest one. Right? So 12 can be divided by 4 only. So if I do that, where's it? Here. So 3, 12 is can be written 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Right? Now look at this. I write the number 4 in the front, not 3 times 4. Because whichever number I found it here, right? I write it on the front. Okay? Now look at this. If you do that, we have a 3 here. This 4 times root 3. Now we can split into that. But we know root 4 is 2. So that means 3 times 2 times. So then 3 times 2 is 6 root 3. Right? 6 root 3. Okay, let's try B. The B is minus 5 root 125. Now, we have 125 in the root. We need to search a number that can be divided by that. We know it is 25. 25 is the simple number that is, we cannot go further down because it's too big. So this can be written minus 5, 25 times 5. That is minus 5, 25, 5. Right? 25, 5. Now what is that? That's equal to minus 5. 25 is our, here you can see it, it's a 5. So that is time 5 times root 5. That is minus 25 root 5. What's the F? The F is minus 9 over 10 root 1200. Okay, now here's the problem. We don't have a 1200 here, but we know this is the multiple, right? But is it that multiple? There's another multiple also, the number 4 also. So this one is equal to minus 9 over 10. I can say 100 times 12, or 12 is 4 times 3. Right? So that is equal to, so we had to, it's a bigger number. So we know it's divided by 100, we found 1, right? And we got 12. 12 still I can do 4 and 3. Now I'm going to do this, minus 9 over 10. This one is 100, 4, 3. So minus 9 over 10. 100 is 10. 4 is 2. Root 3. So 10 cancel here. I got minus 18 root 3. That is the simplified version of this. Yes, everyone got it? Right? You guys got that the concept now, right? Number 2a. Now we had to do that distribute property for this. Now, as I told you, in that one we had to watch out this. If you multiply two same square root, you get the square root will cancel. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. It has to be the same number. So that we have to watch out on this. Right? And this is root 3 times 2 minus root 5. Okay? So root 3 times 2 minus root 5 is a what do we call it? We call it a distribute property. That means this has to multiply with this. This has to multiply with this. Is it right? So we have to make sure that these are multiplied with that. And that is, if you multiply this, we always write, don't write this. Let's say if you have a 3, say 3 root 2, we don't write root 2, 3. You have to write the whole number front, the radical, and the after that. Why? Because you can confuse. Let's say you write like this. Is it 23 or root 2, 3? That's why we decided not to write this direction. Write 3 first, then radical. So, because the reason is depending on how far you are, changing. Same thing, we don't write sine 30 degree. 2 sine 30 degree, we write the 2 in the front, not here. Right? But if you want to write that, you have to do this like this. Okay? That's the mathematically we decided. We write the 2 in the front so that we don't confuse with this 30. Same thing, this one, when you multiply, this is 2 root 3 minus, that is root 3 times root 5. That is 2 root 3 minus, this is root 15. Because these are not same number. They are different numbers. Right? You should do that. Okay? So, make sure that we write that in the front. Okay? Now, there's another one. You guys know that if I say this, right? That means here's a 2 there. But if you want to write a 2, so that 2 is smaller 2. Okay? But we don't write the 2 here. Okay? That's another thing, but we will discuss about later. Okay, next one. This is the 2a. Let's do 3a. I'm going to do 3a. 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 Root 8 minus root 32. Root 8 minus root 32. We need to simplify this. Okay, now we have to use this tool here to find that any simplifications. 8 can be written 4 times 2. That is the number 4 there. So 8 can be written 4 times 2. Now I already separated. I don't want to do twice. Already separated, right? Now 32. That is 16 times 2. 32. So that is minus 16 times 2. You see that the 16 I write in the front. Okay. Now 4 can be replaced by 2. That is there. That is 2 root 2. 16 is 4. 4 root 2. Can I still simplify this? Yes. 2 apple minus 4 apple. These are same. Right? That is minus 2 root 2. Right? Let's try f on 3. 3f. 3f. Can you try first? I will give you 2 minutes. 3f. Now, we need to find all the numbers here. First of all, find the numbers that can be simplified on that first, right? Okay, again 12 is 4 times 3. 12, 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to do 7, 4 times 3, 28. What can we do? 4 times 7. 4 times 7. So that is 4 times 7. 48. That is 16 times 3. 16 times 3. 16 times 3. 63. 7 times 9. 7 times 9. So 9 times 7. You have to say 9 times 7. Okay, now we can replace everything with that right side number here. That is 7, 4 is 2. 4 is 2. 16 is 4. 2/3, 9 is 3. Okay, now we just, the numbers that we know, we replace with that, the right side numbers, right? So that means the 4 become 2, 4 become 2, the root 16 become 4, root 9 become 3. Now I can multiply this, that is 7 times 2, 14, root 3. 3 times 2, 6, root 7. 4 divided by 2, 2, root 3. This is 2, root 7. Right? Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to do collect like items. This is same item. I can collect. Right? And this is same item. These two are same items. So you can do collection, right? That is 14 plus 2 is 16. That is 16 root 3. Now minus 2 plus minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4 root 7. That is the answer for that. A is 6 minus root 5. 6 minus root 5. 3 plus 2 root 10. Okay, now this one we do the FOIL, right? FOIL is this time this, this time this here, right? And we multiply this time this, and this time this, right? So 6 times 3, 18. 18. And 6 times 2, only you can multiply the number. Or, see, now if you have a 3 times 6, 2. If you have this, you can multiply the number together. That is 30. And you can multiply this number together. That is 6. Right? So that's what we do, right? We multiply whatever inside the radical, you multiply, put it in the radical. And we write multiply. So here, 6 times 2 is 12. So plus 12 root 10. This one is minus 3 times root 5. This is minus 2 times root 50. Because 10 times 5 is root 50. Right? Now, is there anything else we can do here? Only thing is we can do the 50 can be written 25 times 2. That is 18. That is 12 root 10. We cannot do anything. 3 root 5. 2 times 25 times 2. The final answer is 18. 12 root 10. This is 5 times 2 minus 10 root 2. So we cannot do anything else here. We have to leave it. Because these all are different radicals. We cannot add. There's no, no simplification on this. So the answer is this.